Then she walked out, leaving me alone on the bed with a tightness in my throat, feeling like a failure of a man. How I'd wanted to pleasure her so bad right then, and for sure, how she wanted it too. She looked so hot, lying naked on the bed, and yet when it came to it, I couldn't perform. I failed us both miserably. I couldn't give my wife what she wanted, what she needed. She'd usually help me out if I was losing my erection, but this time she didn't. She knew there was no hope. The shame and embarrassment destroyed my confidence, but even worse, my ED took me to the brink of divorce and almost tore my family and my entire life apart. Our marriage had always been awesome, with plenty of good, wholesome sex. Sure, there were ups and downs, but I never had any problem getting erections. But the last few years, I couldn't get hard as I used to, and my penis even felt smaller than before. Until one night, I couldn't get hard at all. The most embarrassing and humiliating incident that reduced me to a shell of the man I once was, plunging me into the dark depths of self-doubt, despair, and anguish. You're probably wondering why the heck I'd ever share this deeply personal and painful story with you. Well, it's because I found out that 95% of what men are told about ED is despicable lies. My agonizing episode with ED forced me on a journey that ultimately caused me to discover the untold truth as well as the shocking lies and myths promoted by the pharma industry about men and their erections. You see, when it comes to ED, it's not about your age. Did anyone tell you that ED happens because you're getting older? Pardon my French, but that's BS. In a minute, I'll show you how a 75-year-old man is enjoying the thickest. Nowadays, I get big, super stiff erections any time of the day I want, which makes my wife incredibly excited. I'm not telling you this to brag. It's true. Besides, I'm a regular guy just like you or anyone else, and it's all thanks to this simple tonic formula I add to my morning routine. I enjoy getting naturally hard erections again, but when I help other men get their hard erections back, it's every bit as good because I know that the effect of a naturally thick, stiff erection on your confidence and happiness is something to behold. Just imagine when your manhood gets hard as iron on demand. You feel manly, confident, and able to take on the world, just like when you were a young guy, but with more experience than those clueless young dudes around these days. Your wife is ecstatic and relaxed. Your marriage is blissful and she looks at you doe-eyed in worship every day of the week. And believe me, when she climaxes several times a night, she'll never complain about a thing. Your friends and family will sense your new energy and confidence and will feel much better to be around you. They'll admire and respect you as a family leader.